Today, we're getting our hands all oily and greasy as we pick out the 8 most underrated cars in the world. So, without further ado, here are the 8 cars you probably forgot all about. Number 8. Cadillac CTS-V. Take everything you thought you knew about Cadillacs and throw it out the window. To understand the experience of driving this super ultra-powered car, try picturing driving a rocket on the way to work. Gone are the gentle rides typically associated with Cadillacs. Instead, what you get with the Cadillac CTS-V is a Buick LaCrosse sedan amped up with the speed to throw all competition off the road. What's more is that this bad boy comes equipped with a 6.2-liter V8 engine, borrowed straight from the Chevy Corvette Z06. Other features include electrically assisted power steering, a limited slip differential, and magneto-hydrological dampers. With carbon fiber components, the CTS-V weighs 100 to 600 pounds less than its competition. So not only will you look sweet while you drive, you'll feel sweet too. While the BMWs and Mercedes might get all the praise and attention, riding in the Cadillac CTS-V with its Recaro sport seats and Michelin Pilot Super Sport tires, you won't care much about popularity anymore. Nor would you find it necessary to shove the praises of your car down the throats of every poor soul that you come across. Instead, you'll let your car do all the talking for you, which is a true big brain IQ move. Number 7. Ford Flex. Despite what this underrated car's name might suggest, the 2019 Ford Flex is not going to flex on you. Instead, it's going to flex for you. An effect of the Ford Flex is that people are going to ask you a lot of questions. Is that an SUV? Is it a station wagon? Is it a truck? Is it a crossover vehicle? What on earth is it? Don't let these questions confuse you. The Ford Flex, while a bit of a mystery, is more SUV than any other SUV on the market. The best way to think about this little oddball of a car is to imagine an SUV and a station wagon met in a bar, hit it up, and ended up getting all hot and steamy. The end result of this absurd encounter was the Ford Flex that, unfortunately, most people don't even know about today. Equipped with 2 V6 engines with this standard all-wheel drive, you can expect your car to crank out a magnificent 365 horsepower, which, for an SUV, is pretty impressive. If you've got places to haul your family to and from, the Flex can easily hold up to 7 passengers, and with room to spare. With a collection of impressive features, you might be tempted to click off the video now and browse through other reviews of the Flex. As bonkers as the Ford Flex is, it doesn't even compare to our number 1 pick, so make sure to stick around for that. Number 6. Lotus Evora GT. If you've got a thing for a raw driving experience, no judgments, then the 2021 Lotus Evora might just be the hidden gem that you need parked in your garage. Although the driving experience of the Lotus Evora GT isn't anything you haven't seen before, especially when compared to other mid-engine sports cars, what this car lacks in originality, it makes up in charm and performance. To put it as straightforwardly as possible, this car is not for the lighthearted. If you want to dilly-dally through the road like Dorothy and the gang strutting on the Yellow Brick Road, you'll find your expectations brutally dashed. Because what the Lotus Evora offers is a visceral drive that gets your adrenaline pumping high. Decked with a 416 horsepower V6 engine that rides high above 4,500 RPM, the Evora GT doesn't offer a well-rounded driving experience, but it is perfect for individuals who like to get down and dirty in their wheels. One thing is for certain, the Evora will excite you beyond all belief and get your blood pumping in no time. Number 5. Polestar P1. When it comes to cars, the general rule of thumb is, the flashier it is, the better it feels to show off. And who doesn't love to show off? While most automotive enthusiasts would prefer to show off their Ferraris and Bentleys, with the Polestar P1, you get the best of both worlds. And we mean this quite literally. Not only is the Polestar P1 a sheer thing of beauty, but it's got the horsepower to back itself up too. With only 150 copies available for purchase each year, this sophisticated beast of a car has a combined system output of 619 horsepower, which covers an all-electric driving range of 52 miles. Decked out with an interior design similar to Volvo's muted, luxurious style, riding a mile in this bad boy will have you feeling both expensive and exclusive. Before you fall head over heels in love, you should know that this trailblazing Volvo isn't completely without any flaws. For all its beauty and design, the Polestar P1 does not come with a sunshade. While this may bother some of you, it isn't anything a little bit of sunscreen can't fix. Number 4. Mazda 6. For our next underrated car, we've got to warn you, don't let this car's humble appearances fool you. While the 2021 Mazda 6 may appear to be nothing more than your run-of-the-mill family sedan, it's actually hiding a lot more than you might think underneath its sleek, metallic exterior. Although Mazda doesn't sell nearly as well as Toyota or Honda sedans, this car is more than capable of holding its own against competition, most notably the Honda Accord and Toyota Camry sedans. Running up a decent 184 horsepower, 2.5-liter 4-cylinder engine, the Mazda 6 is, to put it rather bluntly, sexier than all the other family sedans on the market. Adding to all that sexiness is the fact that the EPA estimated the Mazda 6 to have a highway mileage of 35 miles per gallon, which gives you the best bang for your buck. With the Mazda 6, you get a sports sedan disguised as a family sedan, and all of that at a decent price. Number 3. Tesla Roadster. Now we're entering into some serious territory. And at number 3, our pick for the most underrated cars has got to go to the first-gen Tesla Roadster. To this day, people downplay just how much this car affected the automotive industry. To call the 2008 Tesla Roadster revolutionary would be a mistake. The Tesla Roadster, even with all of its design flaws, was the revolution. Equipped with an electric motor capable of delivering instant torque and rapid acceleration, this little car, which in all fairness was a Lotus Elite fitted with an electric motor, changed the automotive industry, steering it into a completely new direction. With around 2,500 copies produced, owning a Tesla Roadster signified your dedication to finding viable energy alternatives and boosted your swagger in general. Not only was it cool to own a Roadster, but you got to experience firsthand the potential that the electric motor held. Given the early stages that electric vehicles were in, it was an astounding feat for the Roadster to cover a range of 244 miles, which is 343 kilometers for all you non-Americans, per charge. With its electric motors, the Tesla Roadster allowed us to drive the impossible. Number 2. Subaru WRX. Sometimes all you want in life is a reliable and dependable car that you can count on when during tough times. With the Subaru WRX, you get dependability, comfort, and a whole lot of love. Available as a 4-door sedan, the WRX runs on a 271 horsepower turbocharged flat-4 engine. This competent engine is Bolter 8 to a 6-speed manual or a continuously variable automatic transmission. And unlike its competitors, the Volkswagen GTI and the Hyundai Elantra N, the WRX comes equipped with an all-wheel drive. With predictable handling and a well-balanced driving experience, the Subaru WRX is for all those drivers who need to let some steam off. Number 1. Ferrari California. Now, for our number 1 pick, we've got to go with the Ferrari California. And yes, it's an entry-level Ferrari, but that doesn't take away from its endless charm. Let's talk about looks. Considered by many to be an ugly car, the California is one of those cars where the performance is so good that you're willing to look past the exterior. One of the biggest things that the Ferrari California has got going for itself is its versatility. Nowhere in the Ferrari lineup will you find a sports car that lends itself so easily to both daily and spirited driving. Plus, with a retractable hardtop, you've basically got a vehicle that you can modify on the go. With a 450 horsepower engine, this smooth-sailing Ferrari is versatile, sexy, and powerful. You want a car that allows you to experience it all? Well, the Ferrari California is that car. And on that note, our list of the 8 most underrated cars in the world comes to an end. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button so you never miss our future content. We will see you in the next video.